In this TradingView tutorial, we are going to walk through the drawing tools offered within the TradingView platform. Stick around to see more. Welcome back to Trade with Resolve. If you're new to the channel and interested in viewing live day trades, platform tutorials, or stock market training, then please consider subscribing to the channel for more. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into the drawing tools. So we are currently looking at Facebook, the 5-minute chart. So each candlestick represents 5 minutes of price action. Now, all of the drawing tools are located on the left-hand side of the platform. So let's begin with the cursor. So here we are at the top. There are a number of different cursors to choose from. I personally enjoy using the crosshair so that you can see the time and the price very easily. Now, anytime there's a drawing tool that you would like to be able to access quickly, you can select the star in order to add it to your favorites list. You can head down to the bottom here to view your favorite drawing tools. So this is going to allow you to see your drawing tools toolbar. And once you have added a few different drawing tools, you can rearrange the order of each of the drawing tools if you wish. So in order to hide this drawing toolbar, simply right-click and select Hide Favorite Drawing Tools. In order to hide it, you can also deselect the star as well. Alright, so now let's take a look at the trend line tool. So let's say you want to utilize the basic trend line. You can select it, and maybe we see that there is a pattern forming here on Apple. We can simply connect the lows of candlesticks, for example, and the highs of candlesticks. So as you can see, Apple is currently at a key level here. We have an ascending triangle formation at this moment. Let's go ahead and view our favorites toolbar. And we'll just leave it here at the bottom for easy access. All right, next up we have the horizontal line. So maybe you want to indicate key levels of support and resistance, for example. So if we zoom out here on Apple, we can see that there is a key level of resistance in this general zone. So let's go ahead and add our horizontal trend line. Another neat thing that you can do is you can add text to your trend line. So let's go ahead and right-click the horizontal line and select Settings. All right, so here we can actually add some text. So maybe we're just going to indicate that this is a resistance zone. You can change the color of the trend line along with the type of line. You can change the coordinates. So if you need to kind of fine tune the location of the horizontal trend line, you can do so. And then you can save this as a template if you wish. And let's actually change this line to red since that is a clear zone of resistance at the moment. We'll keep the text at white. All right, so now let's select OK. So we were able to customize this horizontal trend line, which is really nice. I love that you're able to add text right within the trend line. One more feature I'd like to show you is the clone feature. So again, let's say you have drawn a trend line, for example. Let's just place it here. And if you would like to clone it, you can simply right-click and select Clone. This is going to give you an identical trend line. All right, so now let's head over to the Fibonacci tools. I tend to use the Fibonacci retracement tool. So we can see here, based on the most recent price action of Apple, we are currently in an overall bullish trend. So we had a nice push to the upside here on Apple. So we can utilize the Fibonacci retracement tool to determine where a good entry may be for a long opportunity. So we're going to go from the low of the move to the high of the move. So we're going to simply left click and drag the Fibonacci tool to the high of the move. All right, so this is going to allow us to clearly see the levels of the Fibonacci retracement tool. And you can right click the Fibonacci retracement tool and select settings. You can customize the trend line along with the colors if you wish. All right, so let's get rid of the Fibonacci tool. Another thing that I should mention is you can extend a basic trend line. So let's right click the trend line and select settings. So you can extend the line to the left or to the right if you wish. You can also add text. So maybe we want to label this lower trend line. We'll just label it as a lower trend line, for example. And now we have a label here indicating that this is our lower trend line. You can right click it and select settings. Again, you can always alter the color and the opacity as well. Next up, let's head over to our geometric shapes. So here we have access to a brush, a rectangle, etc. You can utilize the rectangle to indicate a key level, for example. So maybe you want to highlight that this is a clear resistance or supply zone, for example. You can simply add the rectangle here if you wish. You can right click the rectangle and select settings. Again, you can customize the style, the colors, opacity, the thickness, etc. And once you have customized the rectangle to your liking, you can also save it as a template. Then you can select OK. All right, next up we have our annotation tool. So again, you can add text, notes, call outs, arrows. So all of this is very useful. Let's take a look at the call out, for example. So let's say you want to make a note down here. You can simply click on the area and drag the call out. So maybe you want to add some text here. You can right click the call out and select settings. So maybe you want to add a note for yourself. So maybe you are going to say potential buy opportunity, for example. Again, you can customize the background, border, etc. and select OK. These call outs are very useful for creating notes and reminders if you wish. So there are a number of different annotation tools here. Now, one of my favorite tools is under the prediction and measurements tab. So here, I absolutely love the risk reward tool. So let's say you are considering a long opportunity. You can select the long position tool. So maybe you are looking to potentially buy down here, for example, whenever the price approaches this lower trend line. Well, you can go ahead and create your trade plan and take a look at what your risk and reward would be. So maybe you are looking to buy in when the price retests this lower trend line, and maybe you want to place your stop loss just below this previous low. This is going to give you a quick look at your risk to reward ratio. So as you can see, if this was going to be my trade plan and I'm interested in buying when the price of Apple reaches this lower trend line, then this would be my risk to reward. I would be risking $4.83 to make $7.01. So this is going to give you the ability to quickly view your risk reward ratio. And this is one of my favorite drawing tools within this platform. All right, and let's say that you trade the Forex market. Let's head over to GBP USD. And let's take a look at the long position tool. So let's say you are waiting for a pullback, for example, for a potential long opportunity. The risk to reward tool is going to show you the number of pips that you are risking. Let's just say this is your trade plan. You're waiting for the price to come down. This is going to show you the amount of risk in pips. So you can see here that you would be risking 55 pips to make 83 pips if this was your trade plan. Same goes for the futures market. The risk reward tool is going to measure the number of points when it comes to your risk to reward. So let's head over to the Micro E-mini S&P 500 futures. Let's go ahead and take a look at the long position again, for example. Maybe you want to buy at this location with a target here, stop loss down here. So this is going to show you the number of points that you are risking. So you have a stop loss of 20.25 points and a target exit of 31.25 points. So depending on the market that you are trading, the risk reward tool is going to measure the risk to reward based on the market. So if you're trading stocks, the risk to reward will automatically display the number of dollars and cents that you're risking. If you're trading the Forex market, it's going to display the number of risk to reward in regards to pips. And if you're trading the futures market, the risk to reward tool is going to display that information in points. This RVR tool is a very useful feature regardless of the market that you are trading. They also offer the risk reward feature for a short position as well. So let's say you want to go ahead and remove all of your drawing tools. You can simply right click and select remove drawings. So now we are back to a clear chart. All right, so now let's head over to the bars pattern. So this is really useful whenever you are looking to forecast. So you can simply select an area. So this is going to give you a bar pattern. Maybe you are expecting the price of Apple to come down and consolidate and then continue higher. Well, you can go ahead and forecast that and put this in your trading journal and take a screenshot of this, because this is you forecasting what you think is going to happen by utilizing the bars pattern tool. So this is a great tool to use for forecasting. We have a number of icons that you can utilize as well. So maybe you want a thumbs up for whatever reason. You can add a thumbs up icon if you wish. There are a number of icons to choose from here. Next, we have the measuring tool. So you can select the ruler here, or you can utilize hotkeys. So you can simply press Shift on your keyboard plus click the chart. So maybe you want to measure this move here on Apple from this low to the high. Again, you can press Shift and click, and this is going to allow you to measure this move to the upside. So as you can see, this move to the upside was $15.31, and it was a total of 32 bars, and it even breaks down the length of time. So this is 3 days and 19 hours of price action from the low to the high. So this is a really useful tool as well. All right, so once you have gone through and taken a look at the different drawing tools that you are interested in, you can again save them as your favorites, and you will be able to access them here with the favorites toolbar. So you can easily access all of your favorite drawing tools quickly. And lastly, we have access to the object tree. This is going to show you all the objects that are currently displayed on your chart. So this is where you can manage each of these items. So if you would like to maybe hide the trend line, you can select hide here. If you would like to view it again, simply select it again. So this is just a quick way that you can view all of the objects on your chart to quickly manage them. You can show or hide them, or you can simply delete them by selecting the X. And one more thing I'd like to mention is anytime you would like to quickly access the settings of any drawing tool, you can simply double click. So let's say we want to view the settings for this trend line. We can double click and we are quickly taken to the settings for the trend line. I hope you found value in this TradingView tutorial, and if you did, please like and subscribe for more content. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.